Hello and welcome to AGT Racer. On today's video we are at the second round of the 2020 Drivers Room Endurance Championship, and we are in the VGT GR1 at the Autopolis International Racing Course. So please check out some of the other YouTubers, you know who they are by now. If you don't, have a look on to the Discord channel Drivers Room or Twitter, and you'll see all the videos that have already been posted up there. But now let's get into the grid. And here we have newcomer Dawson in the Alpine on Racing Softs on pole, followed by well-known long-standing Mungino in the Hyundai on softs, the youngster Fangster on super softs in the Hyundai also, Cafe on racing mediums in the Alpine, mediums at the front and softs at the back, Rocker there in the McLaren on racing super softs. Good to see the Atari livery back. JC in the VGT Audi on racing softs, and then we have newcomer Fabro in the Bugatti VGT on racing softs, Ferdek in 8th place in the Hyundai on racing softs. Then we have Jamie D in the McLaren on racing softs. In 10th place we have Berkey in the Hyundai on racing softs, and that's followed by Jason on the mediums in the McLaren, and then myself in 12th place on racing softs. We have Emperor, newcomer to the season, on racing softs, and at the back in the Peugeot we have Craig on racing softs. So let's get into the race. And here we are for round 2 of the Autopolis International Raceway. So we've got Dawson in pole, Mungino there in 2nd place, Fang in 3rd, and they're off now. Mungino off to a good start, so is Fang. Dawson slightly slow off the line there. As we look back, everyone's swaying and moving. As you can see, Rocker really went for the inside there, defended well from Dawson. Looks like Fanger's taking the position. Dawson just behind. Mungino there in 3rd, Rocker there in 4th place, with JC in 5th. As we go through the pattern now, 3rd there, Berkey. Oh, bit of bumping and grinding. It looks like Cafe caught Fabro there and caused a bit of pandemonium at the back. There's some more bumping and grinding going on between Berkey and Jason. There it is there, bump off the track. You probably couldn't see. Jason there slows. Oh, I don't know what Jason was doing. Oh, it looks like he's caused some more. Ferdek and Jamie D going off now. Fabro there in 13th, Jason 14th. So Jason may have enough. He's gone. We've got Fang there just in front. What a move there on the inside. Well, he's gone the outside now though. And there we see Dawson chasing down Fang. Unfortunately, I've tried to do this recording at least 6 times now. I cannot go back and look at a crash, and I can't look at the live timing, so it's basically just looking at it like this. If I pause it in any way, shuts down the whole PlayStation. And there we go, Dawson still on the attack of Fang as we go into the... Fang went just slightly wide there. Great handling round the corners for Dawson. Nips now on the inside, and now he's free to go. Let's see what he can do. Can he pull away from Fang? Mung there is still with him. And then we've got Cafe in 4th place. And it's starting to split up now. Berkey there in 5th. Craig in 6th place, doing well from last on the grid. Third there in 7th. Then the pack tightens up. You got Jason in 8th, Rocker in 9th, Emperor in 10th, myself in 11th, Jammy D in 12th, and Fabro looks like he's had enough. Unfortunately, 2 laps in, first lap in really. Yeah, he's still a long way to go, guys. You know, these things happen sometimes in racing. Sometimes I cause them, sometimes they happen to me. As annoying as it is, might as well crack on. Gain a few places, and as we see there, coming round to the final corner, Dawson cruising now in 1st place, followed by Fang in 2nd. Mungino managing to hold on with the crowd in 3rd. 4th place we got Cafe there, followed by Berkey doing well in 5th, and then the pack tightens up. We got Craig now with 3rd behind. And then we got a tight battle between Jason and Rocker. Let's have a look. So there's been a yellow flag. Rocker unable to. He's nipped round. He's caught it on the inside. Looks like Berkey had enough. And there you go. He had a cheeky look on the inside, Jason. Unable to do anything. As we look at it now from Emperor's point of view, he's got myself chasing him down. And there I am, still in 11th place. No change at the front just yet. Oh, looks like Cafe had a slight off there. Looks like the middle of the pack is where it's going to be. Jammy D there all over the track. And we got Dawson now coming out to complete another lap. Fang and Mungino still holding on. Cafe there a few seconds behind. And this is where the action is. Oh, look at that. Berkey having a look on the inside of Craig. Unable to. Craig shuts the door. There's their bump over the curb. Is Berkey going to be able to do anything? No. Oh, he's gone off. Oh, he's having an absolute nightmare now. Craig all the way now down into 11th place. Oh, he just couldn't get back on the track then. Oh, what an absolute catalogue of errors there for Craig. I bet he's absolutely kicking himself. Best thing to do in that scenario, put it on pause. Okay, there we've got Dawson now with Fang under a bit of an attack from Mung there. 2 Hyundai cars. Good grip around the circuit. There we see Cafe there on his lonesome. The pack starting to slightly spread. We'll rejoin them soon. Let's have a look now as we come on to the final corner. Mungy's setting himself up right behind Fang. If he can catch a bit of slipstream, he might be on towards the end of the straight. It's just too short though, the straight. There's good driving there from Fang. And Mungino. Let's have a look now. Cafe now coming up to the first corner in the Alpine. And there we have Ferdy, followed by Berkey. Rocker now entering the first corner, followed by myself now moving up into 8th place. Jason now in 9th. So him and Emperor as he goes off there. He held that well, really did. That could have been a lot worse. Jammy D now in 11th. And then we've got Craig in 12th place. Obviously, same as usual. Oh, Craig having a bit absolute nightmare on that corner. It's like I say, it catches you out a little bit. Now we do have round 1 of the tier 2 already live on YouTube. I believe DJ Rice did that one. If I'm wrong, then my apologies. But if you go to DJ Rice's YouTube, or Rice Racing I think it's called now, we've got Kamaru, Muller, _ CJ, Plucks the Duck, we've got Knee Jogger, and we have lots of various other YouTube channels. So best way is to check the Discord app, the Drivers Room. We have races on a Sunday, a Tuesday for Project Cars, Thursday for the Drivers Room Endurance Championship. Sunday is the Sunday League, and the GR2 races called the DRFS. They're still unable to get past Fang. Fang is the youngest member of the Drivers Room. I believe he may not have hit puberty just yet, but his driving skills are there. Mung obviously well known throughout the Drivers Room camp and the MRC camp. Big fan favourite there, Mung. Then we got Cafe there in 4th place, holding on well. Ferdek in 5th. Bringing our European Drivers Room together. There's no Brexit in the Drivers Room. We have Rocker there in the well-known Atari livery. Obviously Rocker's had a stint in the tier 1. It's good to be commentating back on the Atari livery. Still my favourite livery. And there's myself in 7th, slowly trying to chase down Rocker. Jason there we see towards the end of last year, a huge boost of performance in Jason. He's really starting to stamp his foot now on the different leagues. There we have Berkey followed by Emperor. Emperor just kissing that grass too much. That opens the door for Jammy. Good recovery drive there from Jammy D. Jammy D live streams the races and also does some commentary as well. And then we have Craig. I think he might have calling it a day by now. In 12th place. Dawson there, newcomer to the Drivers Room. And then newcomer to the Endurance Championship. Obviously everybody who comes in starts at tier 2. But I believe he will be challenging some of the top guys in tier 1. Almost all of them are phenomenally fast. You know, different leagues really. There we have Fang still keeping Mungino off at bay. Got Fang on the super softs, and obviously Dawson there on the softs. We've got Mungino on the softs as well. And here we have Cafe sliding through the corner there. Starting to drop off the top 3 now. And Ferdek slowly but surely, you can see him clearly on the map. He's starting to catch Cafe up there as he enters the last corner. Around about 6-second gap. A good consistent drive there from Ferdek. There's Rocker now. Starting to decrease that gap to myself. That first corner catches so many out. Caught me out a couple of times. I believe we may have lost Craig now. That knocks it down to 11 drivers. Oh, Rocker there destroying his tyres. Held it though, held it. Almost opened the door, but he's just slammed it in my face. As we see now from Rocker's car. Myself all over him. Try and nip on the nip through there. But you can see the speed advantage. I should have the advantage through the corners though. He's defended well there, Rocker. As you can see there, really good through the corners, the Hyundai. Very close to Rocker. Try and nip onto the inside. As really coming up to final couple of corners now. Will Rocker leave himself open? I think he'll just shoot off if I can't. Even in the slipstream, I don't think I'll be able to. Look at that speed difference there. And there we see Berkey in 8th place. Coming around the final bend now. Jammy D there progressing up to 9th. And Emperor behind in 10th. Yeah, he'd do quite well if he didn't have those offs earlier. There we've got Jason in 11th place. His car's looking a bit banged up already. And we'll move on to 1st place there. And no change still with Munga and Fang. Very close racing between these guys. Fang's tyres are slightly more worn. There you got Cafe there. Third deck starting to just keep that distance relative now. Oh, there's myself now in front of Rocker in 6th place. As we see Dawson go for the first of the pit stops at the quarter mark. Rocker there in 7th. Fang decides to drop in, leaving Mungo. And Mung now in 1st place. There we have Emperor in 9th, Berkey in 10th, Jason 11th. And there's Mung in 1st, but how long? We've got Dawson behind on racing softs. He hasn't put any fuel in yet. And in the background you can see Cafe, followed by Fang. Mung now deciding to stay out. How long can he hold Dawson off for? The Alpine seems to be quite mighty around this track. And Rocker jumps into the pits with Jamie. You see Dawson there, very close racing, very good racer actually. I mean, I wouldn't know, I don't go anywhere near him, but watching the replays, he's on par with the top tier 1 guys, so it'll be very interesting next season. Here's my prediction to obviously breeze through this season. You got Mung chasing him down now. He's doing alright, Mung, on his worn tyres. And then we've got Cafe there deciding to stay out. He's on the medium front, softs are at the rear. And there we have Fang going for the medium. That'll be interesting, going for the longest stint now. Third it there in 5th, yet to stop. Myself yet to stop, tyres ain't looking too bad. And Emperor there starting to shred his tyres up hard on the brakes. In 7th place, and we got Berkey and Rocker behind. Berkey's got extremely good tyre wear. Rocker now, I'm looking in, oh, a bit of a nudge from Rocker, but I think the door was shut on him from Berkey, to be honest. And we got Jammy D there, 10th place, Jason in 11th. Dawson now in 1st place. Mung there in 2nd. We might see Mung has decided to stay out, so we might see him come in at the 20-minute mark or maybe even the half-hour mark. We got Cafe there with Fang behind him. He's keeping Fang at bay, so this is playing into Dawson's hands quite well now. As we stick with these guys, Fang now desperate to try and get past. See Mungino in the foreground there, and in the background third deck. All this bit of battling is helping the rest. As you can see there, the pack's got split. I will be joining the seems to be a good battle going on with Berkey, Rocker with these top guys now. Last place, last podium place. Oh, Fang's really trying now, he just can't get past him. Excellent defending from Cafe there, planting his car in the middle of the track. No swerving. Oh, he decides to jump in the pits. That frees up Fang. Mungino's now in the pits. He's coming out of the pits. He was behind Fang and still behind Fang. He's lost a few seconds staying out. Verdict now right up into the back of Mung. That'll be interesting. Mung has got fresh tyres out. Both in the same car. There's Cafe now on the racing softs. Let's see what he can do. Myself now in 6th place. As we see this train of Rocker, Berkey and Jammy D. Oh, where am I going to fit in? As we look now, Jammy D breezes past. McLaren is super quick. And I managed to get out in front of Rocker. Oh, and Berkey goes slightly wide. There's Rocker now. Rocker want to be regaining his place back. And we'll stick with this battle now. Very close to having a 4-car battle. Myself on the fresh Super Softs. In the Hyundai. And then we have the McLaren. And another Hyundai. If I've got the cars wrong, don't worry about it. As we see now, Berkey there in 9th, which will snip back. Emperor is pitted, going for the racing mediums, and Jason going for the softs, who's also pitted. Let's have a look there, Jammy D, been a bit all over the place during this race. Oh, looks like I might have had enough. So open the door for Rocker now, drop me into 7th. Now I've got Jammy D not too far away. Oh, just clipping the dirt there. Hyundai will be quick through these corners, but as you've already seen on the straights, if we look now, Jammy D will just absolutely destroy me on the straight. Look at the state of that. Hopefully try and capitalise that up on the corners. Got the first corner madness now. We've both gone through quite well. Absolutely flew there, Jammy D. You see his mission now is to try and chase down Rocker. You see the McLaren slightly slower there, and open the door up for me a little bit on the inside. Jammy D is firmly blocking that inside line, but the Hyundai can go, he cruise around the outside. And we could end up in the same position, really tight corner coming up. As we see now, Jammy D, you can see where the power advantage kicks in. And Rocker now starting to go away. As we see Verdict in the pits. There's Jammy D chasing myself down. With his white gloves looking a bit Michael Jackson. There's Berkey in 9th, Emperor there in 10th, Jason in 11th. We'll check it on the rest of the field now. So we've got Dawson clearly in front. Oh, it's got to be 20 seconds plus in front now. Good tyre wear. Almost onto the back marker. 20 minutes in, superb drive. And then we got Fang in front of Mung. On the medium. Mung doing really well to try to bridge that gap back. Obviously he lost a couple of seconds in the pits to Fang. Both in the same car. Mung should have the advantage though with the tyres. So we don't know if there's any fuel saving going on. currently. Mung is very close to the slipstream. Fang got off out of that corner really well, trying to break the slipstream of Mung. Mung having a look on the inside though. So Fang left the door open there for him a little bit, but he's still got it. Tries shutting the door a little bit on Mung there. Oh, I really tried to shut the door on Mung. Did Fang. You gotta respect the track and the others around you. Still Mung still holding on. There we got Cafe in 4th place, doing quite strong in 4th. On his own, to be honest, most of this race so far. There's Ferdek in 5th place, again on his own, a great result so far from Ferdek. Here's where the action is so far at the moment. We have Rocker and myself. So Jamie D and Burke have really dropped it off. Oh, I've just gone off there, and so has Rocker. A big off for Rocker. It loses a lot of time there. As we see Jamie D coming round the corner now. So Rocker destroying his tyres a bit. Look at him sliding out the corner. Back on track now. And there we have Jamie D. Berkey there in 10th place. Emperor catching up now in Berkey on in 9th and Emperor in 10th. Slowly starting to catch up now. And we've got Jason. He's got the blue flags raised. Not been the day for Jason, but we've had a couple of dropouts, so a few more extra points for him. Soon have to move out the way for Flying Dawson now. Oh, and look at that. Oh, dear me. Missed that. There must have been some action there. Looks like the door was well and truly shut on these guys. Unfortunately, can't go back on the replay. It will crash the PlayStation. But let's have a look now, see what's going on. You got Fang, Cafe in front of Mung. I don't know if there was some connection between Mung and Fang. I know that after the race, this was all looked into by the stewards. And Cafe there having a cheeky look on the inside. The Alpine seems to be quite strong here. Relatively good acceleration, speed and handling. As you can see there, Mung just dropping off slightly. Probably waiting to see what pandemonium's going to take place in front. Oh, a bit of a nudge from Cafe to Fang there. Oh, you just have a feeling this is going to end in disaster. So close to him. Should have the speed down the start-finish straight. Van blocking, not blocking necessarily, but defending very well. Needs to be careful though that he doesn't push it too far and zigzag across the track. As you see there, so we might have missed the incident. Oh, a bit of a wobble on from Cafe. Let's have a right battle for second. Fang doing extremely well on the mediums. Oh, if it weren't for that little wobble, he might have had that position then. He's had to concede it again. Mung just hovering there in the background. Got no one else around them. This is truly a battle now for the podium. Oh, and he's bullied his way through there now. Oh, right bumping and grinding between them. He's managed to get past though. Let's see if the Alpine can pull away. it's quite relative to the Hyundai. Cafe though, pulling away slightly on these two guys. And Mung once again stuck behind Fang. As we ride with Mung. Yeah, it's got a slight tyre advantage, Mungino. Oh, a slight nudge, but I think he's let him go through. This is just making sure that Cafe pulls away. We'll rejoin these guys later. Furdet now starting to creep on this pack. It could be a dark horse for the podium here. And then we've got Rocker now in front of myself. Looks like I might have had an off. I know I had a few offs on this track. Although Rocker's tyres look absolutely destroyed. And there's myself in 7th. Not been too bad so far regarding tyre wear. Oh, and Jamie D and Berkey coming together on the tight left-hander. Managed to sort it out amongst themselves. No stewards needed. Emperor there in 10th place. There we have Jason in 11th. Dawson now, he'll be coming up to the battle between Jamie D and Berkey. Look at this now. Stick with these guys battling. As we see Rocker jump into the pits. Freeze myself up now. You can see he's got no chance, Berkey, with the McLaren. And Rocker, is he putting extra fuel in? He's not. He's coming out of the pits now. There's Dawson, man in front, is on the pits. And there we see Rocker in 9th. Emperor being able to unlap, and no, he won't. There's Jason. Dawson there. Oh, Emperor's gone off and again on the first corner. How will this affect Jason behind him? There's Jason just at the background. Let's jump on with the top 4 guys now. So we still have Fang in first. Ooh, looks like Cafe's had a problem. Unless there's been a big incident which I have missed. So that now is Mungino in 3rd, Furdeck in 4th place. Unless, by the look of it, he's just coming to the pits for some racing softs. So Furdeck now jumping into 4th, Mungino and Fang yet to pit, but Fang is on the mediums. Mungino he's really been stuck behind the young Fang. There we see Furdeck, just consistent, pushing those lap times. Keeping it on the track is the most important. There we see Cafe there in 5th. Myself quite a far way back now in 6th place. Followed by Berkey in 7th. Rocker there in 8th. Jamie D in 9th. Both have fresh tyres on. And Emperor there in 10th. Oh, Jason completely missing the pit there. Flat first. Head first into the wall. Tyre change and some fuel. As we see, he's been lapped now. by quite a few. Here is the battle. Fang and Mungino. You've got Ferdek and Cafe not far behind now. Ferdek's tyres are in a good position. Hey, look at that now. Fang may be holding this line up. Interesting thing would be if we can have Cafe overtake Ferdek. There's myself just going through the start-finish line. So that's how far this pack of 4 is away from me. Oh, they're all on the same straight now, not too far away. It's got to be about 6 seconds separating them. And really slowing it up, but Mungino can't get past. Oh, look how close these two are now. Ferdek is really starting to come into his own as well. There's Mungino jumping in the pits, deciding to break it up. See if he can force Fang's hand. And there's the Alpine going round the outside of Ferdek. And now it's on now for Cafe to break free. And Fang there really slowing down. How fast Cafe's taken to catch up with Fang. Of course, this will be all good for Mungino. So we've got very different pit strategies. So as we come down the straight now, we got Fang with Cafe right behind him, and Ferdek just dropping off slightly, but still keeping with him. He could be a dark horse for this podium position. He'll have a superb drive, to be honest. And Fang and Cafe are at it once again. Just going all over the track to try and get past. Trying to steal the inside away from Fang. There's nowhere for him to go though. He's very close on the slipstream now. Oh, he takes a dart round the outside, giving Fang the harder inside line. Fang really defends quite well and maintains his second place. He's really having a battle for it today. And we got Ferdek still creeping behind. As we look now from Ferdek's point of view, that's how much they've been battling, giving him the chance now to catch up, as we see Cafe having a look on the inside there, but unable to. Fang firmly placing his car in the centre. Looks like the Alpine is a bit quicker through the corners, the long flowing corners. And now Ferdek is in amongst it. As he comes through the tight left-hander, and the Alpine snips through. They're side by side now. And Fang maintains the position. The Alpine having a look on the... Oh, he just can't. Fang's not really swerving across the track. He's keeping his line. I don't know if there was contact there or a missed braking point. Either way, that puts Cafe in second place now. And Fang in third. Let's see if Cafe was being held up by Fang. And he jumps into the pits. So Mungino did try his hand. So there he is in the pits. There's Mungino. Mungino passed Jason there. Looks like it was a little bit slow though, Mungino. Unless that was just where he was joined. As we see there, Mungino coming down. Fangster exiting the pits. Mungino losing out again in the pits. And they got Jason, the back marker for company. Oh, hard on the brake. Oh, Jason's gone. Hard on the brakes for Mungino. Barely holding on then. As you can see there, I am desperate for some fuel now. I will have to come in this, the end of this lap. I believe in the first race, completely cut my fueling up. I would have done quite well as well. And there he is. I'm doing some. I don't know if I was blocking there or defending. I should definitely be popping into the pits now. Oh, followed by Berkey into the pits. Frees up Rocker to charge down the straight. And Jammy D as well. Losing a couple of places now, Berkey and myself. Oh, it's all about how much fuel's going in. We're both out now. Berkey put a little bit extra fuel in than me. Let's see if I've completely cocked this up or not. So I come out in 8th, Berkey in 9th, Emperor in 10th. Has been lapped up to 5th place now. And there we have Dawson flying. And now this group at the... Oh, 2 of them are going in. Furdeck and Cafe. Cafe was just slightly in front of Furdeck. Oh, it's all about the fuel now. And he's off though, the Alpine. And Furdeck's off as well. Lost a little bit of time there, Furdeck. But they're both out in front of Mung. Mung's taken Furdeck, but he's behind Cafe now. Oh, Mung's gone a little bit wide as well. Opens up for Furdeck. Mungino's tyres should be alright. Don't know about fuel though to the end. Cafe risking it with the fuel as well. And Fang now is freed up in 2nd place to have a charge. He ain't got to worry about fuel or tyres. Oh, I don't think he's going to be stopped now. Played the game very well. Come out on top so far. And there we have Cafe. This is going to be a battle now to the end on the final position of the podium. Furdeck there, just keeping smooth, keeping consistent. This is what I've been going on about, though I may be able to talk about it. I cannot do it properly in reality, but this is the goal. Now, and this is achievable for me to be around about the Furdeck mark, just consistent. Keep it on the track, keep consistent. There we see Mungino trying to chase the Alpine down, but I think Fang's got this locked down now. Not as much as Dawson, obviously. Quite a boring day for him today, up in 1st. And there we have Fang in 2nd. Cafe 3rd. Mungino being chased down by Furdeck. And we got Jammy D in front of Rocker. Although Jammy D will have to pit. Look at the state of his fuel. Will he come in at the end of this lap? I thought Rocker might have had a bit of a disaster, because he's quite far now. His tyres are destroyed, his fuel is very low. He's jumped into the pits for... Oh, head first in the pits. Looks like I fucked up the fuel in earlier as well. Well, maybe not, just coming in for the tyres. So Jammy D's in front of me though. And we've got myself there, 8th place. Rocker exiting the pits now, put half a tank of fuel in. It might be a bit of overkill, but I think he's just on a charge now. Then we got Emperor there in 10th. Obviously Dawson killing it. And doing quite well. Here we got Cafe. Munger's jumped into the pit, so we got Ferdek now up into 4th. I don't think he's going to catch Cafe at this rate. Cafe seems to be pulling away from him. I think he'll just be a little bit too far for Cafe to do. About 13 seconds in front is Fang. It's going to be a difficult one as we see Dawson go in and out of the pits. He could probably have a cup of tea and walk to the shops for a paper and come back, and he'll still be in first place. And there we have Cafe there. Ferdek, superb drive from Ferdek today. Mungino now. Fresh tyres, a bit of fuel. See what he can do. Can he catch Ferdek up? Berkey now in 6th place. So Jamie D might have had a problem or jumped into the pits, potentially. And there's myself in 8th with Rocker behind. And we see this ongoing battle between Hyundai and McLaren. Hyundai gains the time during the tight corners. And then Jamie D, what's he doing? And then we have the McLaren just charging as soon as they can build up a bit of speed. Once 3rd and 4th gear kicks in, woof, gone. And then I've got myself, Rocker, and Empress still staying strong. Dawson completing another lap there. There's Fang. I think he might have gained a second or so there, Cafe. Counted down once Fang goes past the start finish. So we've got 3 seconds so far. About 11 and a half. Don't know if he'll do it. Ferdek there, holding 4th place strong. Although he needs to be careful, he's got Mungino there. And Berkey doing well in 6th place. There's myself with Rocker starting to breathe down my neck now. I could have been a little bit further if I didn't mess up the fuel. Looks like I may have done it again. We'll see. And there's no, it's Jamie D, sorry. After hearing a bit wide. Oh dear, no, just touched the curb straight onto the grass. And an absolute bitch of a time to get back on the track. That's me now in 9th, being overtaken by the Fang. Progresses Rocker up into 8th. You got Cafe there. He might be starting to gain on Fang a little bit. 134.6 for Fang last lap. 133.7. It looks like he's had fuel problems the same as me. Cafe might. He's going to have to do another pit now. That's where the practice of the fuel comes in. Fang there just cruising now. He should be alright. There we got Furdeck. This may put Furdeck onto the podium if the Alpine needs to come in. And here we have Mungino. Emperor there facing the wrong way. And there we got Berkey doing well in 6th, followed by Jamie in 7th. And then we got Rocker and myself. I've really dropped off that time now. Obviously gone in the pits, put some more fuel in. Complete bellend messing that up. I think I did it in the first race and in the second race as well. I need to get a grip. There's Fang. And Cafe there jumping into the pits. He's not going to have a chance, so it looks like Fang may keep the position. Where's Furdeck? There's Furdeck. Is he going to take 3rd place? Oh, he comes out of the pits just as Furdeck's going past. He's trying to bully himself through there, but it isn't working. I think Cafe needs to just sometimes chill on the elbows out. Eight minutes left. Oh, he's not going to be able to hold him off. Although he's done well there though. It's an intense battle for the last position on the podium. Almost made it through on the inside there. Furdeck following, not getting stressed at all. He's quite ice cold. As we ride with Cafe. A little bit of nudging. He's really desperate to get his way past. He's slightly in the slipstream. He's got the driving line. Can't actually outspeed Furdeck. Furdeck defending very well. A very smooth drive there. Furdeck holding that position. This battling may give Mungino a chance, but I think I don't know if he can do it in 4 minutes. There'll be another couple of laps after this one. And there we got Berkey coming around the final corner. All on his lonesome for the moment. Then we got Jammy D there in 7th. See how much he can gain on Berkey. And there we have Rocker being overtaken by Fang. And myself coming around the final corner. And Emperor there in 10th. Dawson just destroying the field. He's really slammed it down in tier 2 now, just to tell everybody who the daddy is. There's Dawson. There you got the young blood of Fang wanting to knock him off that. But here's my driver of the day, Ferdek. Consistent, a realistic goal that I can achieve. And for all of you average drivers out there, it could be achievable, although it does look like he's got some problems now. Is he going to have to do any fuel saving? He's right behind. He opened the door, sort of, I think, for Cafe there. Maybe to sneak in a bit of slipstream, try and save a bit of fuel, but he might be doing some fuel saving now. Maybe another lap after this, maybe another one, possibly. Yeah, he's starting to drop off now, Ferdek. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to do it with the fuel saving he'll have to do. And where's Mungino now? Mungino about to be lapped by Dawson, I believe. Yep. Mungino's on the same straight as Ferdek. Oh, Mungino may have to do some fuel saving now. There'll be another lap. Well, this lap, maybe another. It'll be extremely close. I think he'll be down to the wire. Ooh, we've got Fang now with very low fuel in front of Rocker. We have 1 minute left. Fang will have to do another lap. He'll definitely run out of fuel on his next lap. Although he has got the time to jump in the pits if he really needs to. Cafe will be in a similar position. I think he, at the end of this lap, he may. As you see, Fangs are there. Going on to his final lap now, along with Rocker, as we have a few seconds left of this race. I think Cafe will make it through. Looks like Ferdek, he's going to make it. 10 seconds. Oh, will he have to do another lap? He is. He's on to another lap. He's definitely run out of fuel. And there's Dawson and Mungino. Dawson will be completing, he's won the race. Mungino now is in 5th place. There we see Berkey, good fuel, good tyres. Jammy D there. There we see Rocker. Myself. And Emperor will be the next to cross the line. So good drive there from Emperor in 10th place. And here we see Berkey bringing it home in 6th. A good drive from Berkey. A bit of a tussles at the start, but managed to recover. Here we've got Jammy D now coming around the final corner. Ooh, just a clip of the curb there. Taking 7th place. A great drive from him. And there we have Fang, superb, young mind, out intelligent Mungino and Cafe there. And it'll be myself next across the line as Rocker came in 8th. And here's myself coming through the line in 9th, followed by Cafe there in 3rd place. So thank you for joining us and see you next time.